What is going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in on today's video. I'm Gabe, and as you guys may or may not know by now, I recently purchased this absolutely stunning Camaro ZL1. I'm honestly still in disbelief that I actually pulled the trigger on this incredible car after owning this absolutely beautiful aqua blue metallic Camaro SS for 8.5 years, guys. So now let's talk a little bit seriously, and as the title suggests, I'm gonna explain why I'm going to have to sell this absolutely gem of a car in result of purchasing this ZL1. I seem to have drawn quite a crowd. When crows show up, that usually means that something is about to die. My ownership time with this car is about to expire. I've actually gotten an overwhelmingly positive response in me purchasing this Camaro ZL1 as expected, because I mean, it's an incredible car, and I decided to stay with 5th gen because I absolutely love 5th gen, as you guys can tell. A lot of people were asking, well, why don't you keep both of the cars, or you know, don't sell this car, you're gonna regret it. Guys, believe me when I tell you that I thought about this really hard and really long. Don't you dare throw in a "that's what she said" moment. Now, when I was looking for a ZL1 back in January of this year, I actually wasn't thinking about selling this car too. But as the year started to progress, life just got in the way. I started to realize that it may not make the most sense to keep both of these cars. And I'm gonna get into a separate video as to whether or not it's better to flat out buy a ZL1 or supercharge and heavily modify your car to beat a ZL1 or be on par with a ZL1. That's a whole nother video, and guys, stay tuned for that, because that's going to be very, very informative and entertaining for somebody that's looking to get into this position that I'm in right now. Now, I've had this car for 8 years. About 6 of those years I have spent building this YouTube channel and just garnishing the reputation and the audience that I have today, which is honestly incredible, and I'm super blessed that I've been able to do this. It started out as a passion project, and it's been slowly becoming more and more of a key part of my life, really, and it's something that I'm so excited to continue doing. This Camaro SS has garnished a huge reputation amongst my primary following, which is American muscle car, more Camaros. It's become a huge staple of my image and my brand, and from a business perspective, that's really good, but it also can be very bad. One of the conflicts I had when I was thinking about selling this car is, well, damn, what would happen to my image? This has been my day one vehicle. Would people still want to watch me, and would people still want to be a part of this channel if I don't have the car? Does the car really define me as a channel? Or is it me, GV, Gabriel, that defines the channel? I ultimately decided that I was going to do everything in my power to stray away from being only associated as the guy with the blue Camaro. I want this to complement me. And over the last few months, I've actually been seeing a lot of that happen. I've been getting a lot of recognition on the street, at car meets, as the guy that makes videos, which is a pretty good step into that direction of disassociating myself with just a car. I mean, don't get me wrong, people will always remember you, or will always click because of that familiarity, because of this car, and hopefully soon because of the ZL1 in the back. I'm actually kind of disappointed in myself for not being in the point in my life that I could afford both of these cars, because to be honest, I would love to. I would absolutely love to. If I had the money that I would be getting from selling this car already, I obviously would keep both of these amazing cars together and do some crazy content with it, and take this as an NA vehicle and then that as the boosted one, but I haven't. And in life, you just gotta work with what you have. You gotta learn from your mistakes, and you just gotta keep going, okay? So I'm not in a position right now where it makes financial sense from a business standpoint to keep both of these cars, even personally as well. Once it sells, I'm going to be able to comfortably make videos and comfortably modify the new ZL1. And I'm also going to be able to expand the GV aspirated YouTube channel business. Guys, I'm at 55,000 subscribers. I'm already garnishing a pretty decent amount of monthly revenue and of views. And yet I still haven't tapped into the merch space because I really haven't given it the thought and the time it deserves, and also the funds for it are not there. And when I launched the merch, I want it to be great, not perfect. The enemy of execution is the sought of perfection, and that's a true story. And just to reiterate that this is a money thing. I mean, at the end of the day, I would not be able to comfortably modify, afford, and repair 2 sports cars. The ZL1 is the premium version of the SS, so it's going to require a lot more caretaking and a lot more moolah to keep alive, not to mention also modify. Now, this car did luckily come with some modifications, but we'll cover that in a separate video. This car has given me so much. It's given me a reputation which, you know, I kind of want to stray away from, but it's given me audience, it's given me thrills, excitement, happiness, and it's also given me you know, frustration, sometimes just overall anger and sadness. It's giving me just a mix of emotions, and believe me guys, it is hard to say goodbye when it's time to say goodbye. And maybe I will regret missing it. Maybe I will. Right now I'm in the honeymoon phase with the ZL1, so at first when I see the cash in the bank and this car in the mornings, it may not hurt as much, but I know I'm gonna miss this car. Okay, I know I'm gonna miss it, guys. Even though this was a big part of my life, it's time to move on. Ideally, in the future, if the ideas and the processes are done correctly and things pay off, I want to be in a position in the future where I don't have to replace cars anymore, because that is a car guy's dream, to be able to expand a garage, not replace, unless, you know, it's an absolutely terrible car. But this was not a terrible car. This isn't a terrible car. It's a beautiful car. It's an incredible car. And I want to, in the future, be able to look back and say, you know what? It hurt me to sell this car, but I had to make sacrifices to get to where I'm at. And where I envision myself in the future, guys, I see this channel getting a lot bigger. Not just in audience, but in size and in revenue and just influence. Some sacrifices have to be made. And believe me, this is a sacrifice. You know, the other day when I was actually talking to a very potential buyer on this car and we were exchanging numbers, I kind of teared up a little bit. At night, when I look at my old videos, I think about that stuff, guys. And believe me, I know. I know. But right now, I need to set aside feelings, set aside emotions, and think about the business. GV aspirated, me. Who knows what the future might hold? Maybe this car pays off and the channel starts doing a lot better and I have more cash flow and I'm in a better position to maybe buy this car again. That would be one hell of a comeback story. And honestly, guys, life is all about experiencing and life is all about learning. If this doesn't work out, I have nobody else to blame but myself. And I'm so thankful that I'm in a situation right now where the decision to let this car go is in the name of expansion and growth, and not because of, you know, some unforeseen consequence or event that triggers me to sell this car. So I'm really happy that I'm basically saying goodbye on my own terms. You know, it's not just selling this car to go ahead and drop some money into this new business opportunity for the channel and expand and just overall diversify the sources of income. It's also about having some ease, because there's nothing worse than to feel like you're starving, because then you become desperate. You do whatever you can to make a quick buck, and that's something that I don't want to do, guys. I want to make quality content. And yes, my content isn't necessarily, you know, A1, the Michelin star quality, okay? I've made some questionable videos and I get that. But I want to be able to offer more informative and also entertaining videos. So I don't want to be in a position where I can't feel creative because I need to get a third job or another source of income because I can't afford these two cars together. To the people that are excited to see this build and that are unfortunately dissatisfied with the decision to sell this car, I'm gonna make it up to you guys with that car and this channel in the next few months and years. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video somewhat informative and entertaining. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And last but not least, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads with the ZL1. And of course, the last few videos that I'll be doing with my Camaro SS. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.